So one of the first couple of things that I would recommend doing is, for whatever character you wish to play, is to pause the game, head on over to the Challenges tab, and go to Knighthood so that you can take a look at what is required in order to unlock the Knighthood ability, which allows you to traverse around the game world much easier. Every character will have to do complete the timed strike training, stop 10 premeditated crimes, and defeat 3 mini-bosses. So the first one, time strike training, that's done at the Belfry, right at the dummy. So get your bearings here at the Belfry, and you would go here, and you would do time strike, which is, I think, advanced training? Yes, it is. And as you can see, I've already done it, but not on this character. Remember, this is like account-wide. So don't get confused if you come here and you've already done it on another character and you're like, but I've already done it. Well, you haven't on this character because the challenge says otherwise. For one step ahead, to stop the premeditated crimes, that one's actually pretty simple. And I'll get to that one in a minute. The mini-bosses are those big guys that look like they should be on a keto diet. They hold a big barbell, dumbbell thingy and a shield. You'll just see them. They're just like a little mini-boss. So go ahead and kick the crap out of 3 of them while you're doing the premeditated crimes. To get premeditated crimes to show up on your map, you'll get them automatically when you leave the Belfry. So like right now I'm inside the Belfry, and when I leave, any of these crimes that have the red triangle, if you will, are what are known as the crimes that you need to do. In order to get others, when you grab an enemy, you can interrogate some of them, and I'll show you that in a moment as well. So that's the Knighthood, because again, this will bring you to the Knighthood, and I'll switch that over to another character so you can see what I'm talking about. So on a character that I have the Knighthood ability, you can see that this person can glide indefinitely across the map, and it just gives you extra abilities. And it's really cool. It's just one of the ways to get around the map easier. Now, as you scan for enemies, for people to interrogate, to uncover more, this could be considered a mini-boss, I think. We'll take her out of the way. Now, these enemies, as you fight them, and their life goes down a little bit, you can grab people, as you can see here, after a while, and you can either strike through or interrogate. Not everybody is going to be able to be interrogated. You can actually scan people when they're alive, that is, and they'll actually tell you if they are an informant or not. I tend not to bother with that. I just drop in and I beat them, and once their health gets a little bit low, I grab them with the trigger button, the R2 button or the RT button, and see if the interrogate prompt shows up. And when you do that and you look at your map, you will end up having 1 or 2 or whatever extra of these crimes that you need to do in order to unlock the special ability. Now, for the final thing, for the fast travel, if you tap on the touchpad on a PS5 or whatever other little button on your Xbox controller, you'll see all these things here. And it'll be a part of the rabbit hole, part of the Oswald Cobblepot, which you get very early on in the beginning as you progress through the story and you start to do stuff. You will eventually come around here next to the Belfry, and you're going to meet a guy named Lucius Fox. So that is who you want to keep your eye on, because you'll see his portrait on the map, kind of like this. Actually, exactly like this. You will see this icon on your map, and you want to go to it as soon as it shows up, because you will then be able to unlock every single fast travel point, which he does highlight for you all over the game. But they're all going to be grayed out with a padlock. And since I've already done them, you'll get to do these 2 for free with him. I actually have footage of me doing this. So give me a moment here. And we're going to go over to the computer side of things. And we are actually going to watch my own footage that I recorded here. As you can see, I'm flying midair. We could see right here that there's a padlocked fast travel point. We got a drone right here. Okay. Sometimes there's going to be more than one drone. And I'm going to explain a couple of things. See, there's a drone there and a drone there. You're going to hold down on the D-pad to scan them. And hopefully I show that fairly quickly here. You're going to need to get close enough to it. See how it's like it's orange, yellow there? See the orange one? Or how it's orange now because you push down on the touchpad to kind of scan the area for the drones. That means that you have not scanned it yet. Okay, that's how you could tell. Now it's done and it tells you it's scanned. So afterwards, if in this instance you need to do 2 drones, how do you know if you've already scanned one of them? Well, when you go back and you hold down on the D-pad, it's going to tell you right there it's scanned. And it's not going to be orange anymore. See that other one over there in the distance? Right over here? That is the second drone. Now, this is just an example. Now, they can be, somewhat sprawled out a little bit. Nothing too wild. But sometimes they're going to have a blue shield around them, okay? And if they have a blue shield, just kind of keep an eye on them, follow them, and they're eventually going to dock themselves on the ground, on like a little helipad sort of thing. And when they do that, their shield goes down. And that's when you can scan them. Because they're unscannable if they are in a blue shield bubble. See? Again, right here. Push down. See how I scanned like the area and it's like yellowish orange? That's because I have not scanned that one yet. So that's very important because there's some locations where you're actually going to be told, let's go back to the game now, where you're actually going to be told that you need three flipping drones, and that's the most that you'll ever have to do at a location. I wish I could show you one of the landing pads there, but unfortunately I don't have any of my own footage to showcase that. But it's really hard to miss. I mean, the thing is glowing blue, and you just follow it, and eventually it's going to like land literally on the roof somewhere, and it's going to drop its shield. You just hold down on the D-pad, and you scan it, and that will unlock it. So these are the 2 things that I feel are some of the things you should begin with when starting your playthrough. I wish I could have made the video much shorter, but I truly felt like doing some hand-holding in case you don't know much about what the hell I was talking about. So there you have it. If you liked the video, a thumbs up would be appreciated as it does help with the algorithm on YouTube. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down, and I'll just bend it in half and twist it. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. Maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.